Hello and welcome to Quilt Addicts Anonymous. I'm Stephanie Sebbing. It's the weekend, which means it's time to show you all the new stuff that has arrived this week, and you guys can take a peek and grab some for your stash. First up, we have Fa La La from Maud Osbury for FreeSpirit. It's a small Christmas collection. It's really pretty, really modern, really fun, and it will work great for your holiday projects, your holiday quilts, as well as any mug rugs you want to make, and Christmas gift wrap. So let's take a peek at what we've got here. All right, so first up, we have got this really pretty present print. This will make a great quilt back because it's really busy, so it'll hide all of your little sins with quilting, but it also would be great for gift bags, for any wraps that you make. A lot of times people are squaring up the edges, turning under the edges to hem it, and then it makes great gift wrap that you can use year after year and be environmentally friendly. So it's really pretty, really fun. Next up, we have this great red. It really is a nice anchoring color. I think it would make a great binding or a border or sashing for any holiday quilt. I really love how calming this print is. It's a bunch of different snowflakes, and so it's really just two colors, but that gray just is a nice little neutral undertone that coordinates with everything really well in this collection, and it can go really with any holiday collection you have because it's so neutral. I feel like this is one of the more fun prints in the line. It's a bunch of ornaments hanging down. We've got Christmas trees, pine cones, of course Santa and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and some ones that look more traditional. I think they're really fun. It reminds me of decorating a tree and thinking of spending time with my family. This is the same print as the red one, just it is with that gold undertone, and normally I don't combine gold and gray in the same instance, but it works in this one because they've combined it in the colors that they've used, so we can really manipulate this and use it to our fullest extent. This is also one of the more fun prints in the collection. It's a bunch of Christmas trees, so they're so cute. They're just standing up and they're with their skirts around them or in their pots ready to go home with you. It's really fun and modern, and I love a collection that includes pink with Christmas. It really makes it nice and feminine, and it also really makes it, I think, more fun and funky than going with those deep, deep reds. Here's that same Christmas tree print, but this time with a lighter background. Here's that snowflake. We saw it before with the gray, but now we're at teal, and it is really very beautiful, very soft, very calming. It's not Christmas green, but it definitely says holiday. Here we've got one more of those ornaments hanging down, this time with that mint green background. It's really pretty, very trendy right now, so I think that this is going to be a hit for anything that you make for this holiday season. Next up, we have Bright Eyes by Anna Maria Horner. This is her latest collection from FreeSpirit, and it is gorgeous. Let's take a peek. Now, some of these we're just going to have to unfold in order to see them in all their glory, and I think this first one is going to be one. It's Anna Maria's really beautiful signature colors. They're very bright and bold, and she really does fun things with design. This is super fun. You could really have some fun fussy cutting this or use it as a small border in a quilt. We've got some crescents. Those are really pretty. Some florals. This one we'll have to unfold a little to get a bigger look at it. This one has some really pretty birds. They are drawn very realistically, but colored in a more, definitely a drawing way. But they totally goes with all the colors. More crescents or bowls. Here's another one of the birds, but you can see the coloring is very different. This one we just have to open up big. Look at these really pretty florals. You could really have some fun fussy cutting these out and then using the smaller bits as smaller pieces or scraps. This design is just so small and so tiny, but it really is just gorgeous, and the coloring really helps tie everything together. Here's another one that is really just sort of to help hold everything together. Got some more florals, just going on a vine this time. This one I feel like is so funky, like this reminds me of the 70s or something. More flowers, more of the hash marks, this time in a nice pink. Some more little tiny bits. Oh, here's that big flower again with the colors on this one. Oh my gosh, you've got to see them. Look at how much fun that is. And you know, when you get a fat quarter and you got a big print like this, you might not get all of them in the print, but this is looking really pretty, really gorgeous, really fun. And you definitely could get at least 2 flowers out of this and then just have some fun and use the other bits smaller. Here's that funky flower again, this time in a little bit muted color tone. Muted in terms of when comparing it to the yellow anyway. Some more tiny little flowers. This one we're gonna have to look at big. Look at that. I think this is that first one that we looked at, just it's a much more vibrant colorway. It's so pretty. This would look so good if you sliced across here and did something really fun with it. All right, we have some fun squares with florals inside. Got another one we gotta look at big. Here's that same really great one that would make a good border print, but this time we've got a very dark, deep teal background and really vibrant colors that just pop against it. So pretty. And you wouldn't have to use it straight. Like, you absolutely could fussy cut the centers of your squares out of here and then just keep this bit here to use in smaller squares in different places. This is that same floral we were looking at earlier, but the flower is on a much smaller scale for this one. This would be so nice to do some nice fussy cutting to put these at the center of the blocks. And then you can do little bits with the Swiss cheese that's left over once you get all your flowers out. And then we've got one more that is just a square. All right, so here we have it, Anna Maria's latest collection, Bright Eyes. It's so beautiful. I love how it goes from lighter to like really bright and bold all the way to the darks that are at the end. This is a great one for fussy cutting if you're into that. It also is really good if you enjoy paper piecing. I think you could have a lot of fun getting the motif center just right. But a lot of times you can just go like super scrappy with this stuff too and just go with the color story, because it obviously reads really light, really bright, and then really deep and moody over here. So you don't have to get all specific cutting out those little motifs, but if that's something that you really love to do, this is a great collection to provide good opportunities for that. We also have it in a charm pack, so the 5-inch square, and we have the strip rolls, which you can see here. It just looks fun. This would be a really fun jelly roll rug. I feel like you could have a lot of fun with that and then have the really dark ones out on the side. And then last but not least, we also have the 10-inch square pack. I think this would be a really great one for 10-inch squares because you can keep everything really big and just have some fun with that way. Thank you so much for following along with today's video. We'll be back with a tutorial next. I hope you've been liking our YouTube shorts. If you're only watching on your desktop, head on over to your phone, because you're going to see a lot of our YouTube shorts. They're shot in the vertical format, and we've been putting out a lot of great tips and tricks in there, and you guys have really been enjoying it. So make sure to head on over there. We also join TikTok, and we're sharing those vertical videos there. You can just search for Quilt Addicts Anonymous and find us there. All right, well, thanks again for checking us out. Make sure you are liked and subscribed here on YouTube. Also, if you subscribe to our email list over on our website, shop.quiltaddictsanonymous.com, you can get 10% off your first purchase. That includes new arrivals like this one, which will probably be gone before it goes on sale. All right, well, thanks again, and until next time, happy quilting.